The common thread of artists on Adhyâropa is it's shit I think is cool. We have put out a cappella pop operas and soundscape data sonification albums, jazz and classical chamber orchestras, and singer-songwriters and bluegrass and just about every genre there is. And it's all just artists and music that I think are cool. Nine Horses started Adhyâropa Records, the record label you're talking about, as what's called a boutique label for us, meaning originally we were just trying to put out our own stuff and own it and control it. We do a lot of academic residencies at colleges. And as part of our talking to these students, we had for years really stressed that the music business is not what it was. The financial relationship between artists and record labels, artists and distributors, artists and venues, and on and on and on, has over the years become worse and worse for the artists in every case. And so it's important for artists to take a more proactive stance on owning their own music and deciding what are the contexts that this music can be used. And if you can own your own masters, that's great. And that's the point of starting a boutique label. So the reason smaller artists don't do that is because it's front loaded with a lot of work and a lot of expense. But we wanted to practice what we preach, so we did that. I never intended for other people to be a part of it, but after we released Omega, my friend Sam Sadegurski from the Philip Glass Ensemble was putting out a solo record or a duo record with Nathan Kosi, accordion player. And just on a lark, I was like, hey, I got a record label. I'll put your record out. And that went really well. And that's the last time I actually reached out to another artist, informally, formally, or otherwise, to say, hey, I'll put your record out. Everything else since then has been word of mouth. And we're about to put out our 90th album in 3 years.
Wow.
It's been way more of a success than we ever possibly conceived at the time. I used the word success, but I don't even know if that's the right word for it. It's been way more of a popular idea. And it turns out creating a financial structure that's much more favorable to the artists is popular with artists. How about that?
Who'd have thunk?
Who would have thunk?